today, who is a very strong woman, who is here to talk about NAWBO. I think this is a great conversation to have because it is a supporting agency for women in business.
Here in Western New York, which is really amazing. So, Andrea, we are going to welcome Andrea
Salacey. I always pronounce it wrong, apologies. So thank you so much for being with us, Andrea.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I'm very happy to be here.
You know, one of the things we wanted to talk off the top is, what is NAWBO? I know we say it supports women in business. Tell us about your organization, which of course is the National Association of Women Business Owners.
Women business owners, yes. NAWBO is actually a national and actually an international organization which supports women in business. It is promoting mentorship, advocacy, and education for women in business. And one of the very basic tenets of NAWBO is you lift as you climb. So it's supportive of women in business, and we have women in all types of businesses, large and small, manufacturing, trucking, construction, finance, law, you name it. And there are women in those businesses and in NAWBO who are all working together to increase opportunities for women, increase success for women, and it's just a fabulous organization. We have a local chapter. It's fantastic.
Oh, it's so great.
But we are part of the larger group.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. It's like power in numbers, isn't it? Why is it so important for women to support each other in business and also find allies who support them?
That's an excellent question. You know, you were talking about strong women, and I come from a family of strong women. And they always said, you know, believe in your dreams, work hard, and you can't do it alone. And those are basic tenets of any person's success, a woman or a man. But when I first started my career in the practice of law, I was cautioned by other lawyers to say, you know, don't join women's organizations. You don't want to be put in that pink ghetto, as it used to be referred to. And that was the worst advice I ever got in my life.
Wow.
Quickly realized that. So organizations like NAWBO are critical for putting one voice into many voices to have these issues heard. NAWBO sponsors, for instance, an advocacy day in Washington, D.C., meeting with representatives to talk about issues that directly affect women in business. So that's the power of numbers, the power of support.
That is so amazing. You know, wow, it is so interesting. I've always thought there's these myths that women can't work together because we get catty, and things like don't join those women lib movements because people will think all sorts of things about you. But I feel that is a divide and conquer. It's this idea of keeping us separate, and then people are more controllable if you divide people. So it is beautiful that there are organisations like NAWBO and throughout the country, so many organisations that support women and encourage people to support women. So that's amazing.
Andrea, I have two daughters, and I know there are a lot of women out there who have daughters or trying to be examples for them. NAWBO does an amazing job of doing that, being an example for the generations to come. Tell us why it's so important for NAWBO to participate in International Women's Day in this regard.
You put your finger right on it. There's a generation of women business owners coming up through the ranks, and they need the support and encouragement that those of us who've been in the business world for several years can really offer to them. And we learn from each other. They bring new ideas, we bring experience and ideas for them. So it's absolutely critical. And women around the world are engaged in business on many, many levels. And it's so exciting, particularly in Buffalo, particularly now, that we have the benefit of so many immigrant women who are starting businesses. You see business incubators on the east side through the Broadway Market, on the west side through the West Side Bazaar, but also startup companies, and just this great energy that's here now, and the sense of empowerment and potential for women business owners in Western New York.
So amazing. Actually, I love West Side Bazaar. I love it. Now, NAWBO is bringing both men and women together, Andrea. Can you share details on your next big event? Because, you know, it is important that we all support each other.
Absolutely. And men are fantastic allies. And we have many, many men who are very supportive of NAWBO as well. So our next big event, we're very excited, is Each One Reach One, which is a speed networking event which will be held at 500 Pearl Street on May 11th from 5 to 8. And it's always a wonderful time. It's a great way to meet new people, make new connections, learn about NAWBO, learn about the possibilities of being involved and what we can bring to women business owners in Western New York. So I really hope that people will join us.
If we want to come, Andrea, where do we go to get details to be able to come to this event?
Okay, it's all on our website, which is NAWBO Buffalo Niagara, and all of the information is there. It's always a wonderful time, and we're very excited about it. And it's going to be in person.
Yes.
So that's something exciting too.
Well, thank you so much. Andrea Salacey, this year's chapter president of the Buffalo Niagara chapter of NAWBO. Thanks again for being here on AM Buffalo this morning.
Thank you so much.
And coming